Card Fusion Guide. Welcome to this video, where we'll talk about the new card fusion system. Let's begin. Points. The new system changed the card scoring system to ranks. As you can see, this is the change they've made. This change is great because now 1-point cards are much more useful for card fusion. These ranks have a score, and with this score, we can calculate which rank to fuse into, since this system has 7 groups for fusion. Card fusion. Auto fusion. Now, the auto fusion option has been implemented in card fusion, which will allow us to fuse cards more easily. And to prevent you from accidentally fusing cards recommended for another rank, a warning message will appear. For example, if you're fusing cards for rank C, but you've run out of cards and the system selects a card recommended for fusion in rank A, you'll see this warning. So it's great to prevent you from fusing cards recommended for other ranks. Here you should be a little careful, especially when fusing at lower ranks, since during automatic fusing, you can choose the number of cards you want to include. And at lower ranks, like rank F, when you select 6 cards, it will reach a point where it takes an excessive number of 6 cards, when it could use 5. So when fusing cards at lower ranks, you should be careful not to waste your cards. Here you can also see the cards that make up each group by clicking this icon. You can also see which card group will appear when you set a target group, as well as the percentage of each group. Finally, it will also show you the number of cards registered at level 3. Manual fusion. This is like the old card fusion system, where you have to manually place each card you want to fuse. Recommendations. Card blocking. Well, to start with the recommendations, it would be advisable to block good cards so that when you fuse and you have good cards at level 3, you don't get carried away and end up fusing them. Also, keep in mind that Battle Pass cards don't have card levels, so they can slip through when you fuse automatically. Therefore, you should be careful and block the cards that are very useful.
Ranks for fusing. Good cards. To get good cards, the most recommended ranks are groups A and S. Since in group A, you can get good cards like these, and these cards are the best of the best, even at rank A. And you also have a 10% chance of getting a card from group S. Now, in group S, you have a 100% chance of getting a rank S or S plus card, and these are some of the best you can get.
Fuse cards. Now let's look at the fusion cards. If you want to increase your collection level, you'll have to get these fusion cards, as well as the Adel and Vigus cards. These cards are quite difficult to obtain by farming their respective maps, and some cards can only be obtained by fusing other cards. The groups where most of these cards are found are groups F, E, and D. As you can see, almost half of these groups are fusion cards. So if you want to increase your collection level, you'll have to look for these cards when the time comes. Card boxes. Now let's see which card box is the best to buy in the Heroic Shop. If you want to get good cards, the best thing to do is buy Archimedia cards, since you can fuse them in Group A. This box has many B and B plus rank cards, which are very useful for fusing in Group A. The other box would be the Bermezia box, since it has F and F plus rank cards. These cards are good for fusing in groups F, E, and D. To buy these card boxes, it's recommended that you complete these maps, since you'll farm a good amount of coins there, especially if you don't have much power yet. And if you already have a good amount of power and want to farm coins, you can play Angry Boss. This is more useful if you want to get more coins to buy card boxes from the Heroic Shop to get fusion cards. But in the long run, completing your dungeon special maps should be enough to buy a good amount.
Card farming. The maps where farming is recommended are Solene. On this continent, all cards are A rank or higher, and common cards have a good drop rate. Infernal Train. On this map, the common cards that drop are B plus rank, very useful for fusing in Group A. It's also one of the most recommended maps for farming a good title, and one where you get the most GP scrolls.
HARKIon. This map is very good for easily obtaining many cards. If you are under 200k power, you could get up to 14,500 points to get 2 boxes of blue cards. And if you are over 200k power, you could try to reach 68,000 points, or as far as you can. But if you don't have much time or power, 14,500 points is the best option. Although this map will be updated soon, so we'll have to see how it turns out. and I'll make a separate video for that new update. Well, that's all for now. I hope this information is helpful. Until next time.